Thank you, Chicago. This is incredible. I love your city. Do you have room for one more? Very chivalrous, this city. I've been called Miss. I've been called Ma'am. And today I was called Madam. Yeah, so I opened a brothel. Something really strange happened to me recently. You guys, I was at the grocery store. This guy comes up to me. He's like 70 years old. He's like, hey, how about you and I go get some dinner sometime? Fucking still got it. Thank you. Yeah. But I got so nervous and flustered I didn't know how to tell him. Like, I already have a dad. As much as I'd like to teach you how to use your iPhone, sir, I'm gonna save that for my own father. We did play baseball and had a little ice cream, but we're gonna keep that under the hat, if you will. I've never really been the type of girl or woman that got hit on a lot, and I'm not putting myself down. I'm adorable. I know. It's just that I have older brothers. I very much have little sister energy. You know, like you could be waving your genitals in front of me, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, do you need help? Should I clean your room or lie to your mother?" Didn't allow for a whole lot of suitors growing up, you know? Maybe part of the problem was that I referred to them as suitors. I am married, though. I've actually been married for 17 years now. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I started doing this thing. I like to send my husband Instagram reels on divorce just to spice it up a little bit. It works. You should try it. I sent him something called a reel called marriage meetings or about marriage meetings, and I didn't really know what that was, but he's like, "Cara, what was that?" I was like, "Oh, that was marriage meetings." He said that couple splits up in the end. I was like, "Oh, I probably should have finished that before I sent it." But the good news is, if I can't finish an Instagram reel I'm compelled to send you, I will never follow through with divorce. So safe. We aren't sure about kids at this point, though we do have 3. Anybody with kids in here? Oh. Okay, 4 of you. That's good. I have a middle schooler. She came home from school recently. She's like, "Hey, Mom, guess what? I had sex ed today." I was like, "Oh, okay." She said, "Guess what my homework is?" I'm like, "I'm hoping math." That wasn't it. That was not the homework. She told me, she said the teacher took all the girls aside and told them in order to be comfortable with their anatomy, they should go home and explore their private parts. Thank you. What? How are you gonna? How are they? How are they going to grade that? And can you get some extra credit? Because those grades are slipping a little bit. I have to admit, I thought you'd be more aghast at that. For a second, I thought maybe I was in Portland, Oregon. No, she is, I guess, in Portland. You're good. When I was in the 6th grade, my mom, she offered to teach my class sex ed. I guess she couldn't just take us to the aquarium. The weird thing, though, before my mom married my dad, she was a Catholic nun. Yeah, and my dad was a politician, so it was like a butcher marrying a vegan, you know? Yeah. But I think you have to vet your teachers, you know? If I want to learn how to play guitar, for instance, I'm going to find somebody who's played many different guitars, you know? Lots of different venues in tons of positions. Are you tracking, Zanies? Yes, okay. If I want to learn about sex when I'm in the 6th grade, I'd like to learn from somebody who's, you know, not sleeping with my dad. Guess a girl can dream. I have a kid who's learning how to drive, which is terrifying. It's very scary. She's at home right now with a concussion, which is a bummer. I did tell her, like, don't fucking talk to me like that. But, no, I would not tell you that. No. It's terrifying, though, and I know people look down on drinking and driving, and I agree. I just feel like if I drink while she drives, far more palatable experience, you know? And now I can blame her for any of the nicks or dings I put on my husband's car. He'll be like, Cara, what happened here? I'll go, well, your daughter. He goes, well, I'll talk to her. And I say, and ruin her confidence? No. No. We're done having kids. Kitchen closed. We can rummage around in the kitchen. We just start producing wares. I loved it, though. I loved being pregnant. I loved the whole process. I loved the ultrasounds in particular because you could see so much, you know? It was very specific. I did have a scare with my third kid. I was in the room with the ultrasound tech, and she's like, okay, there's the heart. There are the 4 chambers. Huh. I go, what, huh? You can't say, huh, at an ultrasound. What's the problem? She said, well, I don't know if it's a problem, but your kid's going to be Republican. I'm like, no, I use mass transit. I compost, so. Yeah, my prenatals are sourced locally, so. I slept with a woman, goddammit, no. No, I use natural deodorant. Yeah, no, I understand it doesn't work. Proves my commitment further. Can you give it something? A shot of kombucha or chia seeds? Anything? She couldn't. She was very sweet, though. But he is still Republican. Very cute. Very cute. Always running around in his little sports coats and pushing along his little, like, agenda. Sweet little guy. Sweet little guy. I'm from Seattle, like I mentioned earlier, or the wonderful host did, and I love Seattle. Do you guys like Seattle? Yeah. Okay. A lot of people there don't, which is kind of funny. Yeah. No. I lived in Seattle for a long time, and then lived in LA and moved back. And I don't know if you guys have this here, but the clipboarders outside the natural food stores. I was very taken with them when I moved back. You know, they're going to save those whales and sit in trees for years so they don't get cut down, but they won't put a brush through their hair. They haven't accepted hygiene is not a sellout. Soap is not Republican. Think globally, just clean locally. Not big groomers in Seattle. Are you guys big groomers here? Yeah, okay, good. I thought you were going to make me clarify, which would be a you problem, not this gal. I recently did some grooming. I had a leg wax, which was, thank you. Yeah, my husband's like, Cara, that's not a biannual event. We don't just mow the lawn at Christmas, you know. But I also had a bikini wax. Have you guys had these? They're so painful and just vulnerable. It's just all around not a good time. What made my situation a little worse, as soon as my esthetician started the bikini wax, she felt like a good pick of music would be Sade. I just feel like nothing says find somebody new to rub hot wax next to your vagina like Sade's Smooth Operator. It's ill-appropriate. It's faulty choice of song. It's like playing Marvin Gaye at the gynecologist, not. You guys have been so lovely. Thank you so much.
Cara Rosellni, everyone!